I think there must be an almost direct correlation between your willingness to face rejection and your success. I genuinely believe that. And the more you're willing to expose yourself to that, and the more you can see it as a part, it's almost like a currency.
You're building up the pain check, and then you get to cash it in.
And, even right now, right, I feel like it's worth the risk being rejected, because otherwise you never know. And you don't know what door eventually opens if you knock. So I believe that. And when you said with my mom, I believe that genuinely gave me the biggest superpower, which is when you have someone who's not necessarily stable, right? You become hyper vigilant and you become really empathetic in a sense that you're always gouging, whereas the person to a point where you start to feel them as though it was your own feelings. And when it comes to, for example, writing copy, creating offers, emphasizing with my client, I think this experience really gave me a superpower in that regard, because I can feel what the consumer feels. I can feel what they need to hear. I can sit in that feeling and in the pain, and I just have a knowing of, okay, this is what it must feel like. And that's because I was raised like that, and I had it so early. Makes me an introvert as well, because it's hard for me when I'm with somebody, then I'm like, there's always this layer of, scanning, like, how are they right now? What did I say? How did it land? Yes. So there's this constant like hypervigilance that you have, which makes it exhausting to be with people, which is also why community is a great container, by the way, because you can kind of build up the guard. So in that regard, it's exhausting, but it's then also a superpower for you feel so much that you can really meet all kinds of people where they are, because ever since you were young, you screened everyone all the time, and by when things happened, you saw their reaction. So you now understand not only for yourself, but for such a large spectrum of people, what makes them tick and how can things be perceived. And I think if you don't have that, you very largely see life through your lens, right? But if you have had to adapt to so many perspectives, you can see so many point of views, and you can emphasize with so many different type of people. So I think that was the biggest gift. And I also want to say we're like on very good terms now, right? So also learned to let go and forgive that and set my own kind of boundaries and expectations in that regard. So none of this is ever lost. And everything is also the good things, right, that happen to you shape you. I don't want this to be like, Hey,
you gotta suffer all the time.
No, exactly. Like I don't think everybody needs trauma to become a great entrepreneur. But I mean,
if you've got it, hey, it might be useful.
Who said that? I think with Bogdan I had a conversation. He was like, you turn your shit into gold. I was like, yep, that's true.